John Levy here today with a very special treat. We're coming to you from Carlsbad, California. We're at the Kingdom, TaylorMade's Kingdom, and I'm here with Tomo Bystedt. So Tomo, we're talking irons today. You've got some new product coming out in 2017. I'm just gonna let you go. What do we have?
So if we start here with the brand new M2 iron. So what you'll see here is a little bit of a different look and feel, first of all, from the current M2. We've definitely taken a hard look at everything related to its exterior design in terms of the finish and the sole widths and the blade lengths and all those things like offset. We have a new sole design. We've reshaped everything, really to improve everything that we know about iron design in terms of where we are today versus where we can go tomorrow. Then when you sort of go under the hood of the product, now there's a bunch of cool, new, interesting technologies that's really going to improve performance for every golfer out there. So the first thing is the face slots are back on the face, right? So we look at, when you see the face, you immediately notice these black lines on the heel and the toe. Hey, they frame the ball nicely at address, but they also perform a very important function in providing forgiveness and off-center hits. And essentially what face slots do is they provide additional ball speed when you're missing at heel and toe in the club face, which obviously is a benefit to a lot of golfers out there. We also have a new version of this fluted hosel in here. And the fluted hosel is a mechanism that we use to move weight into the sole of the club, more weight low in the head. And again, what that provides us is more launch and a little bit reduced spin for more distance. So again, distance enhancing feature here with the fluted hosel. We also have a 360-degree undercut. The 360 undercut provides, again, less weight up here. We can move it into the sole of the club. Again, when you think about from this point of view, the club really is providing that CG lower, again, more launch, a little bit less spin. So a lot of good performance there. And finally here, the Hosel Bending feature on the heel. You'll see that little groove around here that essentially makes it easier to bend and customize for the end user, and also helps us optimize this feature here with the fluted hosel. So that's all in the performance aspect, getting more launch, more distance for the golfer, more ball speed.
I found it fascinating this morning. You were talking about the sound component, and when you move the weight around in the way that you did, it creates something that's very loud, and therefore you have to now muffle the sound and really work, and no one would even think that is a very serious component of the club design.
Absolutely, and I think, especially like you mentioned, as we're getting lighter in terms of the top line, everything else is getting thinner. It's really becoming more and more of a challenge to keep the acoustics in a spot where you like them. I mean, again, when a player strikes an iron, there's a certain expectation you have, and people often talk about soft feel and good feel, and that really goes totally against what we're trying to do with the performance of it, making it thinner, making it faster, making it hotter. And so the engineering aspect of it becomes very challenging in terms of managing that sound and feel. But again, we know that players care about that, and that's a really important part of, again, the satisfaction they have with golf equipment.
And next we have the M1.
Okay, so the M1, again, is really going to leverage a lot of the same technologies as M2. What the M1 does differently than M2 is that it's provided, everything that I just talked about is provided in a little bit of a smaller, more compact package. So when you see the offset of the club, it's a bit reduced, the top line's a little thinner, blade length is a little bit shorter. And the challenge here becomes, how do we get that same low CG? How do we get the same forgiveness in a little bit of a smaller club? Well, that's where this tungsten weighting comes in. So we've added a big tungsten weight in the toe of the club, and again, that's helping us move that CG lower in the head, providing additional playability, again, while not sacrificing on the look and the feel of the golf club.
And what kind of player is that for?
So this is really still for your game improvement target customer, but a guy who maybe is a little bit of a better player. Typically we see these guys in the sort of 5 to 15 handicap potentially. But it's really, it's more of a visual preference, and also a preference of whether you like to work the ball. The M1's going to provide a little bit more control for that player. Again, if you want to attack a right pin or a left pin and you like to work the ball a little bit, this iron's going to provide a little bit more of that technology for you.
Excellent. Well, Tomo, thank you very much. Clubs look great.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Swing better, play better. GOLFTEC.